Welcome everybody, my name is Josh Rivers, and today I'll be recapping episode 7 of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9, 9021 Ho. Because, they got jokes. Is that a pun? I don't know. I'm over it this week, you guys. After Cynthia's elimination, the girls come in, and like I thought, Alexis got a real big head going. I knew this was what happened after she won. I knew that she was gonna go on a power trip in her head and kind of like really think that she is just killing it. Like, she did well, but I don't think there's ever been a point in Drag Race history where I was like, okay, episode 6? Well, we know who's gonna win. Like, I never even thought about that unless, like, it was season 3 where the actual winner leaked beforehand. But, like, besides that, it was like, there was never a point. Even, like, Sharon, who won 4 challenges her season, never a fucking point like that. So, she needs to bring it down. She's a level 9 right now. She needs to bring it down to, like, a level, I can accept a 4. I'm okay if Shay is a level 5, but Alexis needs to be a level 4, just for the record. From there, Trinity rips Valentina's sensor bar off, and that shit fucking hurt. I was like, damn girl, what glue did she use? Cement? Fuck. I would have just used double-sided tape and stood very still. I'm just rubbing my chest right now. And because of the body makeup she had, I thought Trinity literally ripped skin off because she had like darker body makeup and then she pulled off this, the sensor bar, and then there was this big patch of like lighter skin. And I was like, fuck girl. She like... Damn, I was like, Valentina, after watching that, felt that pain there again, because that is not, ooh, that hurt me. I was like, I was not ready for that. That is some YouTube ASMR bullshit. I don't fucking deal with that. Ru gives the girls the challenge, which is a 90210 parody called 9021 Ho. Clever, and also deems Peppermint as the leader, so she'll assign the roles. She does so, and Aja is a sourpuss. She doesn't want to do the role given and throws a tantrum of life, and then the girls want to deal with it. They are all over it. Shay immediately offers her role, and even then, Aja is still going off. Girl, you were given a part. If you don't like it, go home. When Nina didn't get a role she didn't like, she marinates in it and she lets it fester inside of her. But she's usually quiet about that shit. There's a car driving past. Sorry if you hear that. Peppermint is several kinds of over it, and she makes the decision to switch roles immediately. She doesn't even give Aja the chance to say no. I love Peppermint as a leader, and her decision making is so on point, and every choice she made was so good. Like, even if the Aja and Shay characters were switched, I feel like they would have done really well. I think Shay in particular would have been a really good bitchy queen. And what confuses me more about Aja's character is that last week with Snatch Game, she was debating over Alyssa Edwards or Crystal LaBeija. And she didn't want to do Crystal because she didn't want to be the bitchy one. She didn't want to be that bitchy character. And then this week, she comes out being that bitchy character. And it's just, that just doesn't make any sense. Like, why one week you're this and why one week you don't want to be it? And she should have been Crystal LaBeija last week. I saw it. Like, everyone saw it. Like, I remember people looking at her, like, and saying, she kind of looks like Crystal LaBeija. Like, it works. It works for her. And I'm so... It could have been great because not a lot of people know her, but she could have taught people, and I would have liked it. Like, something similar to what Sasha did, and this is all going about last week. I should have said this last week, but I didn't know that she was going to do Crystal LaBeija because Sasha taught people, and a lot of people didn't know Marlena before. So it's good to see. There's a fucking other car going by. Why you need to be so fucking loud? You may not be able to hear it, guys, but I fucking hear it. It's annoying me because it's fucking midnight. I don't need to deal with this shit. It's also shaking. It's also shaking the ground. That's too much. Bye, Alexis. Anyways, the girls are getting ready for their acting debut, and they get confronted by a tornado named Alexis, who has everything to say about everything happening. That's not how they wear their hair. Say it like this. Your eyebrows need to be like this. Girl, it's drag. You're not going into a time machine and trying to blend in with the everyday people in the 90s. It doesn't need to be exact. It doesn't need to be your fucking childhood. You're living a fantasy. It doesn't need to be exact. I don't know what celebrity impersonation where they looked exactly the same. This isn't even celebrity impersonation. You're not playing Donna. You're playing Mana, So keep it down. I need a drink. I'm going to go more in depth on the girls' performances later. The rehearsal isn't as important to me unless someone's being a bit extra bitchy or unprofessional. If that were to happen, I would be talking about it. But to me, everyone was fine. A little thing with Nina here and there, but we know how Nina is. Do I need to say anything about it? Elimination Day, and of course we have some real tearjerker moments. Trinity dropping out of high school to take care of her sick grandmother, Shay's relationship with her father, and Shay's mother is the reason for her being a bald queen. These are really beautiful moments that really make the show. It humanizes these people to an ignorant outside perspective that may have viewed them as, others, not really people, because they are on a TV show. And I'm glad we see these sides of them because we can relate more. The problem is sometimes I think that because we see these moments, we think we know them too much and we can comment on things that we really shouldn't have. I see a lot of people making a lot of comments that they should have kept to themselves, basically. Time for the runway, and category is big hair everywhere. Don't care, Mugler, Krusty Krab is unfair, Mr. Krabs is in there, standing at the concession, plotting his oppression. I'm so sorry. I just started and I couldn't stop myself. It just had to happen. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Let me pull myself together. First up is Valentina with a Diana Ross inspired look. She looks good. I see all the bits and pieces that she used for inspiration, one of which I'm envious about, but we will talk about that later. The lily pads up top are really smart. They add a touch of green that balances out that giant hair with her outfit because she has a very slimming, for a thin person outfit. And it adds something green rather than just generic flowers, which is, a person that wasn't, didn't have that little touch would do. So this was a good job. Next is Pheromone, and she's kind of giving me a Mae West with that hair. Older Mae West, because of course, the older she got, the higher her hair got. The dress is also gorgeous. The cutouts are in the right places. She knows how to execute a look. My problem comes with what I thought was a blue ostrich feather boa. It wasn't actually wrapped around her at all. It was some weird tendrils protruding from her shoulders. I mean, that's a choice. It covers her arms, but exposes her back. Like I said, it's a choice. From the front, she's flawless. Trinity Taylor. She comes out and I was like, that's a cute dress. That's a really cute dress. But then she starts walking and those are pants. Those are fucking pants. I like a deceiving outfit. I want to be tricked by your outfit. I want to think one thing and then bam, it's something else. The cutouts are unnecessary for her though. It cheapens the look. And it seems like most of her outfits have some sort of window to like her uterus. I do like it overall, but there were certain touches that could make it better. Tasha Velour is such a smart queen. She stood out and no one would have thought to do this other than her. I love it. What I don't like though is her, what she says while she's walking. And she has to try to sell her outfit by putting down pageant hair. I don't like this fairly new, it's been happening for years, but how some queens will put down pageant styles as if they've been oppressed by pageants their entire career, even if they've been in fucking drag for the past 2 years, Like, first off, it's season 9. Drag Race hasn't been the same since season 3. Come on. Some would say 4 with Sharon. Granted, Sharon changed a lot, but I think Raja really kind of put drag over its head. It just really, people didn't really understand what Raja was doing because she was turning it and she wasn't like this traditional pageant queen like we've seen before. What I'm saying is, queens don't need to validate yourself by saying you're different. Just be different. Next is Peppermint, and bitch, this is my favorite hair of the night. This is my favorite hair when queens wear in general. I love this style of hair. It's my favorite. It's so good. It's classic, it's huge, it's everything. The dress is also nice. It's not eye-popping, but it works with, her entire ensemble. But I love that hair. That hair kills me whenever I see it on any queen. Nina Bonina Brown. She's looking like a dancer from Lion King on Broadway. The makeup is fierce, but one of Michelle's critiques was that it's the same boots, corset, breastplate, and padding. And I agree with that. I said it in the past that I would like to see her without that breastplate and with less severe padding. Because at this point, it seems a bit redundant, and I know it's hard for her because the clothes she brought was probably made for her shape. You can't just change the silhouette without getting different clothing. And also, at this point, Nina's silhouette is defining. You know exactly who she is because of that silhouette. And that takes years of training to get people to notice you like that. Like, we know RuPaul because of her silhouette. We know maybe someone like Trixie Mattel. Well, sometimes you could get Trixie Mattel and Lady Bunny mixed up. And that's not even a read. That's the truth. Because they basically wear the same, like, huge hair. The dresses, Lady Bunny dresses are almost nightgowns. But, there are certain looks looks of silhouettes that we remember queens by. Raja has a very particular silhouette as well. You know, we have an idea because of their silhouette. Drink every time I said silhouette. And Shea Coulee, it's alright. I love the colors. I love the hair. I love the details. The outfit, not so much. It's a swimsuit with a jacket. It's a coat with a bathing suit. It's boring to me. She's done better in the past, and that's what I'm basing it off, is what I've seen in the past. And, you know, if she had any other dress or anything with that color, it could have worked. And I understand she was trying to go for this magic kind of a thing, and I think it succeeded. Doesn't mean I liked it. If you, like, think about it, like, her fur look, I think, was better, and it was very similar to this. Alexis Michelle. I liked it until the camera panned down and showed the skirt. That was just not right. And it's a shame because I love the inspiration. I love the makeup. The hair is great. But the bottom half of her really ruins the entire look for me. It would have been much better if it was a regular gown and not this hair dress. I just can't approve of the whole look because that really it looks frumpy to me. And I do want to note this. I do want to note that I have made it very clear that I am not Team Alexis, so I may just be petty right now. I am very much petty, but I'm allowed to be petty every once in a while. Let me live. Also, this is a shady side note, but isn't she kind of giving you Kelly Osbourne during the mid-2000s? You know, when she had music around that time? Because I see it. Last up is Aja, and I don't have much to say. It was a good look. This is her best look of the season, I was going to say so far, but there isn't anywhere else to go. It's so regal and powerful. That's what I loved about it. She looked powerful in that look, despite what happens. I loved it. Every week I give my look for the runway, or what I would wear if I were on the show, which wouldn't happen. Unfortunately, Valentino took it. Well, it was part of her look. She didn't use the entire look. It was just her inspiration. But I would try to recreate it to a T. Diana Ross in her Leading Lady medley that was from the GIT on Broadway. She performed I'm Gonna Wash That Man Right Out of My Hair from the musical South Pacific, and it is everything. She wore a tiny gold dress, a bitchy not having it face, and about 30 pounds of hair. I don't know the exact amount of hair, but it's giant with giant white flowers in it. Of course, designed by Bob Mackie. And if you guys have not seen this clip, you need to watch it. She didn't move a single muscle while she sang that song. She didn't move. She was stoic. It's not just like an amazing clip. It's fucking life-changing. It's one of the best things I've seen come from entertainment. It's so good. This entire Leading Lady medley is so good. You have to watch every single one. She does everything, and it's amazing. It's 10 minutes. It's on YouTube. You have time. Go watch it. What are you doing here? Stay here. Go watch it later. Come back. Live your life. Do whatever you want. There's a dog barking. I don't fucking care. Watch this clip. So we see the full skit, and that was some funny ass shit. That was really fucking good. I'm quite impressed with the writing, with the acting. That was some good ass shit. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of everybody involved. I liked it. I liked it a lot. From the first second Shea was on screen, she really stole the entire show. Trinity also was an off the bat great performance. She really, truly looked like Jennifer Coolidge, and it was very good. For me, it took a bit to get into Valentina and everything that she was doing, but the second she said that she was gonna take a tiny little sip, that was magic. That was so fucking funny. Alexis was also really good. She's a good actress. She doesn't say that shit for nothing. She is good at her craft. So I can't hate her for being a good actor. I can hate her for saying it a lot, but you know, because it's kind of just being uppity. I don't like uppity people. I'm being a little uppity right now. I was impressed with her though, just would like to say. Pear and Peppermint were alright. They weren't memorable, but they weren't bad. They didn't stand out for any reason, but I guess that's better than standing out for a bad reason. Sasha had a character that was supposed to be very funny, but she did nothing with it. She did not make me laugh a single time. And that was a bit of a shame because that character could have been so good. Nina didn't really do good either. She didn't read her lines right. She floated through them, tried to get them over as quickly as possible, faster than I am. I I want more from Nina. I want so much more from Nina. She's just not delivering what I want her, and what I feel like I know that she can do better, but I don't know her, so I can't say that. But I just love her. I love her so much. What can I say? Aja gunned so hard for this role and ended up with it by being a bitch, and she couldn't even play a bitch correctly. She had so many problems with her performance, but one thing that I can say positive about her performance is girl knew how to give a really good slap. Girl knew how to smack a bitch up, and you can't even disagree with that, because that was some good slapping. Peppermint, Farrah, and Alexis are safe for their performances and Untucked. Nothing I want to speak on when it was just the three of them, so we'll go in with all the girls in there. Trinity is shady as fuck, asking the girls who they want to go home. Bish, please, that was never gonna happen. And then Trinity notices Aja's padding, and her and Peppermint call her over. It looked like they were attacking her. Damn, they were yelling at her, and it's like she didn't fucking do it. She just had a little bit lumpy padding that you didn't notice because she was wearing a skirt, and then she took off the skirt. I was like, damn, Peppermint and Trinity need to speak with some inside voices, because Aja was wondering what the fuck she did wrong. And then she looked so relieved when they said it was her padding, and she was like, bitch, well, you fix it then. Damn, she was about to get really defensive because they were like, yeah, they were attacking her. I was like, fucking hell. That was too many pointed tones for some padding. Back on the main stage, because I don't really want to speak on anything else that happened. Farrah's mom was cute, and that was a cute moment. And then it was about talking about families. Nothing to really talk about there for me personally, but of course, you definitely have to watch it. You have to watch Untucked. Back on the main stage, Trinity wins the challenge, and I just can't agree with that. I believe that Shay deserved it. She was the most memorable character. I think they just didn't want to give it to her because this will be her third win, and it was only episode 6 or 7. It's like, that's 3 for 7, that's a lot. So it's just, I mean, this is a race after all. She would be leaps and bounds ahead of the other girls if she had 3 wins. But though she didn't win, she's safe, along with Valentina and Sasha, leaving Nina and Aja in the bottom 2. I'm rooting for Nina. I'm not ready for her to go, but we did see Aja really pull it together for lip sync in the past. So I'm curious to see how it goes. As I watch the lip sync, I can tell immediately that the judges are more entertained with what Nina's doing than what Aja's doing. They're both going for it, but Nina does some choice actions that put her over Aja. So we see Aja go, and she's fierce, but I can't say it was the wrong decision. She kind of sabotaged herself into the bottom. My hope from the future of this is now that Nina has experienced the bottom 2, she can pull it together and fucking go in and stop beating herself up and thinking everyone's against her. The only one against her is herself. Like, she is really a detriment to herself. And it's hard to watch sometimes because I want her to be better than she is. Because she is better than she's giving. She is. It's hard to watch sometimes because I love her. I love her so much. It's weird. I say I'm Team Peppermint every week, but fucking Nina, she kills me every week. She kills me in some way, shape, or form. I just love her. So that's the end of this episode. Next week's episode is the RuPaul Roast, and there's not really a comedy girl this season, or of the girls remaining, there's not really a comedy girl. I'm not saying that none of them are funny, I'm just saying that's not their, it's not the immediate trait you get from them. You don't go, oh, this girl's funny. You go, this girl's pretty. This girl's a great lip syncer, this or that. So it makes me wonder. But of course, if we go back to season 5 where this challenge originates, Coco won it. We were not expecting that. She killed it. She was hilarious. And the comedy girls were 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. No, only 4th because there were 3. But then again, also, it was Roxy and Alyssa in the bottom 2. They weren't known for being comedic. Well, on purpose, and they did bad on that challenge. So this challenge could shake everything up. We don't know anything that's gonna happen. I'm nervous for all the girls next week because I have no idea what's gonna happen. So that's it. I will see you guys next week. If you agree or disagree with anything I said, please feel free to leave a comment or tweet at me at PixelPixelBoom on Twitter. Bye guys. I'll talk to you guys next week, and remember to have fun. And